Right, today what I'm going to attempt to do is show people how to fit a GTS seat cover to a GTS seat. The seat we've got is a 300 seat, but basically the way it's fitted will be the same for 125, 250s and 300s. It's not really, even though the covers may be different, the fitting and stripping is basically the same. The tools that are required are very basic tools. Pair of scissors. They haven't got to be that big, it's just that, you know, I use them all the time, so I need a big pair of scissors. Phillips screwdriver, flat screwdriver, again a hand staple gun. Suggestion for me is between 6 and 8 mil staples. Depends on the power of the gun really, but what I suggest is, if you're a bit unsure about the length of staples, you get a bit longer if you think it's okay, that maybe 8 mil, maybe even 10, but before you do it, just put a staple through. After you've stripped it, put a staple through. Make sure that it doesn't actually come through the depth of the plastic. If it comes through, then you know the staple you've got is too long before you fit the cover and put a hole in it. I will be using an air gun, purely and simply because I do this all day long, and using a handgun will probably give me arthritis before it's due. So hence I should be using the air gun. And I apologise if the compressor kicks in, it goes a little bit noisy. Ordinary Stanley knife, pair of pliers. That's basically all the tools that you're going to need. Right, what I'm going to do now is start stripping the seat. There's the seat. Simple off job. Anybody who's never taken one off, I can't remember now whether it's screws, some are screws, some are bolts. Just 2 bolts, that's it, it's off. Simple as that. There's the seat. What you basically need to do, if you're blind like me, put your glasses on. Literally get the flat screwdriver and just literally pull up each staple like that. Just put it underneath and just use the screwdriver as a lever and just literally take them off. Okay, right, we've also got on there 2 plastic clips. They need to come off. Phillips screwdriver, simply undo it and put them somewhere safe so that you don't start having to scrabble around trying to find the screws. So I usually tend to put it in here. You also need to remember to put them back on, because I did do that once, forgot to put the damn things back on. So it is a simple thing to forget. Also, there's the hole. What you can do, if you want, so that you know where to make life a little bit simpler when you come back, just put yourself with a felt tip or a little bit of chalk there, just mark the hole, that when you come to put them back on again, you're not hunting high and low for the hole. Again, you will find it, but it's just a bit of a simple tip. Again, just bear with me a minute, because we've now got to go all the way round. Don't forget, if you're doing this and you're doing it on the wife's dining table, make sure she knows, or put something on it so you don't end up having to buy a new dining table. The cheap seat cover will then turn into a rather expensive item. Another tip as well while I'm doing this is with the cover, again depending on what time of the year you're doing it, it does help to have the seat cover warm. So if you are doing it in the winter and you've got your heating on in the house, just go and stick it over the radiator for a bit. Even though what another tip for anybody is get a hairdryer, and if you have got problems with it, the material feeling a bit cardboard like because of the cold, stick a hairdryer on it. As I say, if you can hang it over a radiator just to get it warm, you'll be amazed actually how more supple vinyl becomes when it does become warm, and in the winter it does get quite hard. Again, today it's not too cold a day, so I haven't really got an issue with the, I hope, with the vinyl not being a bit pliable. It should be fine. These can be a bit of a pain sometimes to get out. You might just have to use your finger as a lever, or pull the staples up a little bit just to get your pliers in to get it out. Again, just to reiterate about the hand staple gun there, basic staple guns you can get from the local DIY. That B and What's It place do them. They do pencil guns. I think they're around £5, something like that. Not particularly expensive, and again they're always quite useful if you haven't already got one. Just make sure all the staples are out. The other thing is, make sure all the staples that you've got out have gone in the bin. One, they hurt if you stand on them, and two, the last thing you want to do is leave them on the table, because if you haven't got them on the table and you haven't seen it and you put your new cover on and you catch it, then you've got a possibility of snagging the new cover. So cover off, simple as that, away. Okay, again, make sure there's nothing on the table. If you're using the wife's table, get a towel on it, something like that. Again, there's quite a few bits come out of that, even though the seat's not that old. A few bits come out of it.